Transport. We have Minister of Transport here, Dipuo Peters, who will tell us more about the launch today. Good morning, Minister.
Good morning. We are very excited to be here today because you'd remember that in 2009, on the occasion of his inauguration, President Zuma committed himself to infrastructure development, committed himself to decent and sustainable jobs, and we are here today to experience a wonderful project that comes to fruition to bear fruit to what he actually committed on that particular day. So we are excited here. Jobs during construction, 3,000, beyond construction, almost 25,000. You can see the retail systems and everything that is going to happen here. This is a more than 5 billion project, but from the side of transport, the station and the rail network itself is about 1.3 billion.
So are we seeing perhaps the revolution in changing our transport going forward?
Yes, this is a revolution in changing transport, because just today with the mayor and the deputy mayor and the MECs, we're talking about possible expansion of the rail network to the airport, because it would be important that the people who get here can be able to get easier to the airport. You'd remember that the commitment of the ANC government is to create a better life for all, and a better life for all goes with world-class infrastructure and railroads, and all that infrastructure that makes people to move with ease is actually intended to make it possible that we really realize the objective of that call.
Have you got a buy-in from other stakeholders, for example, like taxi associations? I know with this project they were not so very happy.
We do have a buy-in. The one challenge is that the taxi industry says when you introduce a rail network, it is going to take their share. But I would want to say the people of South Africa want services that would make it possible for them to move with speed. But also remember, President Zuma himself committed to say we need to reduce the number of people who travel on the roads so that we can bring them into the trains. But remember also that trains take many people at the same time, almost like 2,000 at a go. So we believe that it is not going to take any jobs or any opportunities from anybody. The taxi industry actually will have an added advantage because they would have to look at how they feed into the station. So it is important that they also consider the fact that as a Department of Transport, we're talking about integrated transport networks, and the taxi industry, which takes about 65% of the people, is actually central to that, because we are saying from your doorstep to the point that you want to go to, there must be a means of transport. So we're still engaging even with the taxi industry on a national level. On the 27th we've got of this month, we've got what we call Taxi Day. We are also working at talking to the taxi industry. We're working on a taxi summit so that we can talk more about how do they contribute, how do they become part of the integrated public transport network. And we also believe that the way they treat people, the way they handle people will determine whether they will always have commuters coming to the taxi services.
Thank you very much, Minister.
Thank you very much.
That was Minister of Transport, Minister Dipuo Peters, telling us about the plans of the launch today of the Bridge City here in Durban. It's back to the studio.